Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my February plan with me video. In this setup I have used my Micro Pigron pens in 05, 08 and 1. My two pink felt tip pens, these two are my favourite ones, and also my Crayola pens in all of the pinks, purples and reds that I own. I also used these four washi tapes. They're all the kind of heart related ones that I own. My trusty pencil and ruler, and of course my stencils. Here I'm showing you all the stencils that I used. I used all the heart related ones. Just before I start the February setup, a new spread that I have in my journal that I wanted to show you is my book spread. So I write down all of the books that I'm going to read throughout the year. So far I have read 10 of them. So to start off, I am just doing my February title page. So I took my Micro Pigron pen in 05 and I am just writing in the word February. I chose to use my stencil letters to write February in. I just really like this font. It reminds me quite a lot of the A-Team. So if you've ever watched the A-Team, it's like the font that the A-Team is written in. It's kind of bulky but not too bulky, so it fills the page quite nicely, I think. And I just finished that off with a little exclamation mark. Also, because it's my birthday this month as well as things like Valentine's Day, what I found is a lot of people do kind of heart related spreads that are a lot to do with love and hearts and Valentine's Day. I didn't want my spreads to be too closely related to Valentine's Day, so to make this page look a little less blank, I chose to write a massive calendar underneath the word February. It is also very satisfying to me that we have a perfect 4-week month for February this year. Just the look of this calendar really pleases me. It's exactly square and I'm very happy about it. So that's another reason that I wanted to include the calendar in this spread. So to decorate this title page, I chose the cutout hearts from my stencil. I also chose the hearts with the arrow going through them, and I also put in a few presents and balloons as well, again because it's my birthday this month and I didn't want to just solely focus on hearts and the Valentine's theme. I also wanted to add a few birthday doodles in there as well. This is what the page looks like with all of the doodles finished. So as you can see, there's all of the hearts and the presents and balloons. And then just to finish off the page, I just put the washi tape that has all the hearts and envelopes on there, just underneath February to make it stand out a little bit. The next spread is going to be my schedule spread, but I'm not going to do that right now. I am going to come back to that one. So next I am doing my habit tracker for February. I chose to do my habits this month in this kind of speech bubble design. So I done one speech bubble for each of the habits that I want to track this month. And then in the middle of the page, I done this kind of frame design, like a picture frame sort of. And in those, I am going to write habit tracker so I know which page it is. Then where each speech bubble comes to a point, I write down which habit that speech bubble is going to track. So for example, the first one is looking for jobs, and then we also have lunch and water, to make sure I eat lunch and I drink water every day. And then I'm not going to show you me filling out all of the speech bubbles, but just for an example of what this spread is going to look like when I fill in all the speech bubbles, I basically just write the calendar month into the speech bubble, and then I will cross each date off as I do the habit. The next spread is my mood tracker. So at the top of this page, I have done 7 hearts, I believe it's 7, and I coloured each heart a different colour. Each different colour represents a different mood. In this case, the first heart represents me being very happy, the second is excited, the third is happy, the fourth is okay, the fifth is angry, the sixth is anxious, and the seventh is sad. Here I am writing in all of those just to remind me. And then what I've done is I stenciled in 28 hearts throughout the page, and each heart is numbered in pencil. You're not going to be able to see that part, but every day I will colour in the heart for that day in the colour that represented my mood for the day. It's as simple as that, really. And then randomly on the page, which you'll see in a second, I just chose the places with the most room, and I wrote mood tracker again, just so I know what page it is when I am flicking through my journal. For the next page, I decided to fill it with a quote. I didn't actually do a quote for January, and I felt the whole way through January, I felt like something was missing from my setup for January, and I decided that it must have been a quote, so I decided to add a quote to this spread, hopefully to make me feel like I filled it out a bit better. And the quote is, love isn't an emotion or an instinct, it's an art. I chose it just because it's kind of lovey-dovey, isn't it? And again, with the theme being Valentine's / my birthday, I decorated this page with the hearts with the arrows, and also the cutout hearts, and also the balloons. The one thing that I actually do want to mention about the Crayola pens are that sometimes they do bleed through the page if you hold the pen down on the page a little too long. They will go through, so that's why whenever I use them you can see me flipping back to the last page or to the page forward. It's just to make sure that the ink hasn't bled through to the last spread. So next I have my sleep tracker, and this is the exact same tracker as I used in January. So from 1 to 28 I wrote down the side of the page, and then across the page I wrote 10 till 10, so 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the way that I am going to do it is I am just going to mark off the time that I go to bed and the time that I wake up in the morning. Because I apparently forgot what month it was and how many days there was in February, or there are in February even, I'm just going to quickly show you what I mean by how I'm going to fill this out. So I do a heart at 10 when I go to bed, and then 8 when I wake up, and then I just draw the line to connect the two. Flipping back to fill in my monthly schedule, what I do is I choose 3 colours, one colour for any YouTube work that I have, another colour for any blog posts that I have, and another colour for just any other work that I want to get done. So for February I chose pink for YouTube, red for my blog, and purple for any other work that I have. And I basically just go through my days and decide which days I want to upload what videos and blogs basically, and what days I want to do other work on. I like to keep my weekends free, just because I like my weekends being my time instead of work time. So yeah, that's why the ends of my schedule look quite empty, is because I try my hardest to keep them empty. I also just wrote in that it is my birthday on the 16th. To finish off the page, down the bottom I wrote February schedule again, so I know what page it is, and I also decorated the page with my doodles for this month, which are the hearts, balloons and presents. So moving on to my final spread for this video, I'm going to be setting up my first week of February. I chose a different setup for my weekly spreads for February than I chose for January. This month I'm going to just split my page into 4 sections, And then in the first section I'm gonna do the monthly calendar, write January and what week it is. Then the other sections going across the 2 pages are going to be the days of the week. The top 3 will be Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, and then the bottom 4 will be Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Oh, and Sunday, of course. Then to section off each day, I am just doing a black border around each rectangular section in my black pen. I used my Micro Pigron in size 1. And now for the final flip through, you'll see I added the washi tape that I used throughout to a few more of the spreads. But yeah, this is my setup for February. If you liked this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up down below, and also leave me any suggestions that you have for my March theme, because I currently have no ideas of what I'm going to do for March. So please leave any contributions in the comments below. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!